Well, he gives you one here. The first one, love suffers long. That's one. The way I think about that is, love doesn't give up. You know, the suffers long here. If you kind of go into like some of the Greek words, which I'm not a Greek scholar by any means, but I have a Strong's Concordance, right? I can open it up and look. It gives the idea of a candle that has an extremely long wick. Okay? So, love suffers long. Love doesn't quit. You ever heard somebody say, well, I love you, but I quit. I'm done with you. That's not love. Love doesn't say that. Now, I'm not saying you didn't really experience that. And I'm not saying we all don't maybe at a time get to the place where we have experienced that. But God's love does not quit. Can you imagine the Lord looking at us and saying, He did that again? 358 times He's done it and said He's sorry. And now we're on to 359. That's it. I give up on you. God doesn't do that. God's love He's long-suffering, isn't He? He's not just long-suffering. He is long-suffering. So right there, man, how many times are we quick to just kind of throw in the towel with somebody? God's love is the weapon for us as believers. And he says, I'll put here, it doesn't quit. I don't know why I wrote that. Oh, I know why. Okay. Sometimes I write something, I'm not sure what I did. I wrote Chinese finger trap. You ever seen one of those? Yeah. You ever seen those little things you slip over your finger and you try to pull it off? What do you do when you pull it off? It gets tighter, right? It gets tighter. You know, I think of the times in my life where I've just kind of spurned God and His love just gripped me tighter. You know, I play this little game with my boys. I grab them and I say, every time you move, I'm going to squeeze you a little harder. You know, or make a sound. So, you know, inevitably they and before they know it, you know, I got them where they can't breathe, you know. But it's a fun little game and they like to play that game. That's like the love of God. When the going gets tough, love kicks it into high gear. How many times can we just throw in the towel and say, I quit? The love of God won't let us. It's like that testimony that I've said before, but I just enjoy it so much, about the African missionary. He just had gone so long, and he was ready to quit. He said, God, I can't do this anymore. It's becoming too tough, and I quit. And he said, God spoke to him and said, you can't quit. You've gone so far, the way's become so narrow, there's nowhere to turn around. The farther we go into God's love and experience His love. I mean, I've known Jesus I got saved when I was 21, 22, somewhere in there. I'm 39 now, and the more I go on with Jesus, the more I realize I don't have anything else. If I woke up tomorrow morning and decided, I think I'm going to backslide today. And then I thought through that a little bit. Well, Lord, you have the words of eternal life. Where am I going to go to the world? The world doesn't have anything for me. I gave my life 20 years to the world, and look where it got me. Nowhere. Filled with troubles, pain. The love of God grips us. So He suffers long. And it says, and is kind. What's kind mean? What's it mean to be kind? How can we put that in another way? What's that? Sure of? Oh, show love, sorry. Show love, right? Kindness is an expression of love. That's right. Kindness is an expression of love. What'd you say? Soft? Okay. Well, you know, kindness Now this is a Greek word again. It says a willingness to change or serve to meet the needs of others. That's pretty good, isn't it? A willingness to change or serve to meet the needs of others. Come on in. We love you. Another way to think about it is to bend over backwards for somebody. Right? How much are you willing to be kind? All right. I'm going to give you some marriage counseling now for those of you who are married. To me, it's so simple. It's so simple, yet it's probably one of the hardest things to do regularly. Ephesians 4:13. Anybody know what that is? We sing a little song, and then we say Ephesians 4:13. I think it's 4:13. 4:13. What is it? 4:13?
32.
Oh, 4:32. That's why you didn't know it. I quoted it wrong. It says, "Be ye kind one to another." Be kind one to another. Now you could spend the next, couple of weeks working on that one, right? Be kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, has forgiven you. So what God says is, hey, I've forgiven you. I've been kind to you. Oh, thank you, Lord. I appreciate it so much. What do you want me to do now, Lord? Do it to other people. Oh. Be kind one to another. Imagine how you could see a transformation in your marriage, in your relationships, in your family, if you would choose to be kind one to another. Remember, it's a willingness to change or serve to meet the needs of others. That's what love does. Love meets the needs of other people. Love thinks, how can I bless others? Man, so much we are just thinking about, how can I bless me? How can this benefit me? How can this profit me? You want to get, if you're down, if you got the mully grubs and you're down, remember last week I shared some about David, Psalm 42, and being depressed and needing hope, God's hope. You know what you should do? You want to lift up your spirits today? You want to rejoice in the Lord when you go out of here? Do something for somebody else. Serve somebody else. And the joy of the Lord will just jump on you like mosquitoes do around here. The joy of the Lord will just overtake you when you decide to get your eyes off of you, your problems, and to serve somebody else. It will not fail. What's that? Oh, it will not fail. Now, you're doing this with a thought that, God, I'm obeying the Word. I'm going to serve.